Hey everybody, welcome back to Don't Starve Together. Now, I am running a little bit... Oh, thank you for participating in the Gorge tournament. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we didn't go enjoy the Gorge. The Gorge is finally over now, but we get an icon of the Gnaw. Aw. I'll miss you, buddy. Looks like he was smiling too. Okay. Anyways. Got the server up. Good to see you, Vincent, Nadeau, Lacroix, Octo Edit, and Carrigan, the Roblox girl, Maxwell all the way. Yeah, Lady the White Queen and Vincent. Yeah, good to see you all. Welcome to the stream. I have not tried the Mega Random yet. I have been behind on a lot of things, and I've just been very busy, so I've been saving that. I've been saving that for a moment when, you know, I have a bit more downtime, but I'm still getting my life back together in a lot of basic ways. So I figure I'll take care of myself a bit before I pressure myself to work on that mod. But I will enjoy playing with that mod, Maxwell. Yeah. Weird how yeah, the music sounded a little bit muffled. Is that because it's officially winter? Well, it is winter, that's for sure. Alright. Good to see you, Extreme Enigma. Welcome as well. Alright, I probably should borrow one of these thermal stones. This is at 63%. This one's at 13%. I'll take the 13% one. Grab... There's a lot of nonsense going on. Didn't we have some duct tape lying around? I know we had like 8 duct tape before. Or sticky tape. That I know Libby left behind. And I really appreciate that. Oh, you're sick. That's a shame. Well, relax and recover. And, you know, hopefully you'll feel better soon. Or help you get well soon. That sort of thing. Now let's put these away. So, anyways, I had an interesting debate with my friends. Interesting debates that we've had before, but we decided to pick up again suddenly. With my friend Joseph. Who's also a friend of mine from high school that is a mutual friend. Anyways, about whether or not video games are art. Which is, to me, an interesting debate. Because I'm on the side of things where video games, yes, of course video games are art. Twitch hates your iPad. That's okay, Octo. And good to see you, P-Ware. Good to see we have such a good turnout in general. But here's the tricky thing. Like, I expect a lot of you guys, because I think we talked about this before, but I expect a lot of you guys agree that, yes, video games are art. And that makes sense. Video games are totally art. Yeah. But my friend's argument goes like this, and I feel like his argument has some merit. Oh, we got 10 sticky tape in here. Thank you very much. The argument goes like this. All the video games I play contain art. So isn't Woody here? Isn't the drawing of Woody here? Isn't that art? And like, isn't all of the drawings and stuff? Video games are merely things that contain art. Right? Or you say, but at the same time, and it's like, well, there's more to it than that, I kind of feel like. Or, well, one can make that. Yeah, we're at day 231, that is correct. Although I've only survived 16 days, because I died recently. I died to the Barriger doing something silly. But anyways, the idea is that video games... Like, okay, for example, here's a good example. The Louvre, or Louvre, however you want to pronounce it, is a museum. A museum of art. And you could potentially call the building itself a piece of art, I guess. Or at least a piece of architecture. But when you call a building a piece of art, you don't contain all... You don't think about a... Like, an art gallery is not a piece of art because of the paintings within it. Merely you judge the building itself, right? So why should a video game get the credit for being arts when it just contains a bunch of artwork? And, you know, I can kind of see that. On the other hand, and also that, like, we can agree that nature is not art, I guess. Even though it can, like, nature can be beautiful, like arts, and can convey emotion and have meaning to people, and cross off most of the checklists art has. This is really an intellectual debate. A very intellectual topic to start this stream off. So maybe I should just get my crap together before I continue on with this thought process. Like, what am I doing? Just mainly not freezing, not starving. Maybe I'll go back to the bat cave. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Let's go back to the shroom cave. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, that, like, to me, something is art if it has meaning to a person. We kind of have to define arts, but arts has to have meaning to individuals, but it also seems to have... One of the necessities of arts is the creator of the art, right? Like an art seems to need an artist. Like this tree, we can't call this tree arts. Well, I mean, a person made... an actual tree in nature. We can't call a tree in nature arts because it doesn't have, like, an artist. Does that make sense? Even though it's beautiful and you can make art that contains trees. I don't know. But that's the thing. It's like the arrangements. Would you call, like, flower arrangements? Flowers are not arts, but if you arrange a bunch of flowers, I feel like that could be art, right? Flower arrangements? So basically, by taking all the assets in the game and arranging them the way they are to where it has meaning, is in itself art, right? It's like all the assets in the game are arts, but then the way that the assets are arranged and everything, the way everything's arranged, is also arts. Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah. This game has meaning, and people designed it for our enjoyments. I'm still in the camp that video games are arts. But it's interesting to think about the idea of whether or not it is. So, I guess, yeah, I'm still, after some debates and thoughts, I still am in the camp that video games are in fact art. But I can understand the perspective. I can understand the other side of things, the other perspective. That video games are merely things that contain art. But yeah, I love my video games, so it's like I feel like I'm doing video games a disservice if I don't agree that they're art, kind of thing. I mean, it's like, otherwise, where do these feelings of joy and everything come from and all that stuff? It's like, I mean, video games can still bring you joy, I guess, even if they're not arts. Something that isn't art still can bring you joy. Yeah. Video games are an art medium. To say that all video games are arts is maybe an exaggeration. Yeah. That's true. Like, for example, if we're talking about the way those assets are arranged, you know, that's kind of a good point calling every single video game arts, which is basically what we're asserting. Whoops. I went nuts. Intellectual topics have made me go insane. And it's during the mushroom harvest, too. Boo. Alright. That's okay. Just gnaw a few trees. You went insane debating intellectual topics. Look at you. Now you're aware, Beaver. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Well, like, for example, to go on the other side of things, like, what if every single seed... If we're talking about the way that the assets in the video games are arranged, could we call every single seed in a randomly generated game arts? Yes. Or literature. You would never call 50 Shades of Grey arts. That's a good point. But, like, I guess the reason that random Could a randomly generated game be considered arts, if you can call a game arts? I would kind of say no, just because, like, there's no artist, right? Or at least there wasn't. Well, there was an artist. There was an artist, there was a programmer who made the random seed generator. So maybe the random seed generator is the arts, and not the seeds that it makes? I don't know. It's just it's an interesting intellectual topic. I'm starting to run out of fuel for it though. Yeah, exactly. The seeds are not created by something who cares, but the seed generator was, right? So it's like, if a robot could learn how to paint arts, would you say, hey, that robot's not an artist? Well, unless the robot became self-aware, and then maybe it is. But let's say a robot who was not self-aware started painting arts. Would the maker of the robots then be the artists? I guess. It's hard. It's a hard topic. Art is a difficult thing to pin down. That's really what I've learned. What I've learned is art is difficult to pin down. It has meanings, and it tends to be made by people to have meaning. Anyways, just one of those interesting philosophical things. But anyways, if you want to join me, the server is Dracula. The password is a capital D. That's all you need to join me. Yeah, exactly. There's lots of different meanings to lots of different people. I love the way this pained look that someone has. Nice wall. The natural stone wall. That works. This is art. Yes. Yes. Without a doubt. It was arranged by a person, and it makes us happy. Without a doubt, art. Magnific. Yeah, the generator might be... Oh, yeah. We have extra. But yeah, definitely good to see you, Gamerland. Definitely good to see you all. But I guess it's nice to start things off with an intellectual topic. It's what was on my mind. Basically, it's fair to talk about whatever's... This place is a place for me to talk about whatever's on my mind, and that was certainly what was on my mind, so... There you are. Enjoy. Talk amongst yourselves, I'll give you a topic. Guess there's not really too much left for me to say there. But hey, look at this. It's a giant worm. See, right now, what I'm doing is I'm engaging in martial arts. Oh, Jesus! Ow. You don't like my art. it's I don't know why. Although, I think that's just more of a turn of phrase. But this has meaning to me. And what it means is you die. You dead. And also fight with armor on. That's a good idea. Why do we call it martial arts? I mean, I guess... But it's different from normal art. You can't, like, take a picture of martial arts and hang it on the wall. I mean, I guess you could. Whatever. The more you think about things, the less you feel like you know. I feel like I know less than when I started this whole conversation. But it's interesting. Definitely interesting to think about things. There we go. Delicious worm. Yeah, I was a little bit late today. But it's because I'm having to start up a server. So. Maybe we should also take a moment to think about the fact that I'm hosting a server today. And I host a server every one of these days that we play this game. And the fact that I've been on time whilst doing that so many times, maybe we should be happy and grateful that I'm as on time as often as I am, considering I'm having to wrangle up a server every time. And the myriad of things that can go wrong with that. Where'd I leave my backpack? I left it somewhere. Who cares? I've got boards. Wood boards. Oh, it's mushroom time, though. Oh, I put my thermal stone in my backpack. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm freezing because my thermal warm stone is in my backpack. Oh, I left my warmth in my backpack. Oh, that's a beginner mistake. I know it's over here. It's over here. It's over here. There you are, little raccoon. Come here, little raccoony. Okay, but now it's gone cold. Just like my corpse will be in a second. Ah, thank you. Okay. I was gonna run back to the thingy, but that's fine. That works. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and you gave me a helmet. Ooh, helmet. Oh, and look at all these. Oh, look at all these ash piles. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'll take these guys out. Okay, forget you. Let's go get our sanity back somewhere else. Owie. Did I leave my lantern on the floor? Now where did I put my lantern? I put my lantern on the floor, didn't I? Just a second ago. Alright, I'm making all sorts of mistakes. Oh, there's my lantern. I couldn't see because of how grayed out the colors were. Okay, get off me, spider. Just a spider nibbling on me, that's no big deal. No big deal. Just got some nightmares, got some spiders. Alright, I'll plant some trees, we'll be fine. I have a torch. Alright, just as a smart thing to do, keep your thermal stone in slot 1. Let's warm ourselves up a bit. I'm gonna ignore Mr. Nightmare here real quick. Oh no, Goji was killed by a Terrorbeak. Aw. Oh man. Dang. Didn't mean to get him killed. But yeah, let's I don't have a good weapon right now, so I'm gonna step aside. Generally, it's not good to engage somebody else's nightmares if you're not prepared to handle. It's okay to leave someone to their own nightmares. But I appreciate the attempted assistance. But don't get yourself. I apologize that you died. Don't get yourself killed on my account. The name of the Twitch stream is wrong. I tried to update it. I clicked updates. I guess it just must have goofed. Sometimes my multi-streaming program. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my terror. Yep. Yep. Thanks for trying, though. Alright, I was hearing the deer clops. I don't want to deal with the deer clops right now. I'm not ready for that. Actually, maybe I could take the deer clops if I just get my medicines in order. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so get all your medicines in your belts. That's important. All your important items in your medicine in your belts. Give me some extra dark swords, I'm gonna need them. Get your combat weapons in your belt. Oh, here he comes. I'm getting rather cold, though. I'm gonna need to build another fire. Hey, buddy! Over here! No, not that. Come on. Yeah, you got it. Alright, but I want to save the camp, too. Stop oh, you bastard! Stop destroying the camp! Oh, I wanted to get into him faster. Alright, come on. We lost the machine. Okay, warm up my stone. Good. Gotta get all my medicine in my belts. Let's see, I'll put on my armor now. Okay, I can only do 2 hits, not 3, right? No, I think you can get away with 3 if you're fast. This wasn't fast. We'll do 2 for now. Okay, I need to stay warm. Alright. Oh, he gets behind himself too? Okay, that's fine. Alright, I got shrooms though. Oh, Terrorbeak's got involved. Terrorbeak! Have to make things more difficult, don't you? Look at me, I've got glow berries! I glow for days. Just give me a second, I want to keep my thermal stone warm. That's very important to me right now. Oops, I resized my window. I wanted to grab that log. Okay. I wanted to grab the log, not resize my freaking window. This is getting difficult with the added enemy. Because it had to be a Terrorbeak, the fast one. Did I lose my sword? No, okay. It's getting complicated. I just warm myself up back real quick and then relight the fire. There we go. No, click on it, click on it. Add fuel! Mook. Having trouble getting him to add fuel. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay, we got him. It's taken me a while, so I'm glad I had some help. Alright, nice. Good. We only lost probably some of the most important parts of our camp, the Prestidigitator and the other thing, but hey, we got him. Now, where did I put my backpack? There it is, up the road. Okay. I gotta get my backpack back before it turns into a, rotten thingamajig. Alright. The eye? The eye makes a good hat, and I'm being munched on. So maybe we should keep the eye. Is eating the eye a good thing? Otherwise, I'll cook you extra food. I don't know. I mean, I don't really mind, but... like, doesn't it make a good hat? Like, more than a meal? Ah, it looks delicious. Oh, okay. I need to plant more things, get my sanity back. Or you can make things that kill monsters for you out of the eye. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of good things. There's better things to use the eye on than food. We can make a bunch of jerky from all that meat. Just put that eye in here. Hey, bats. Things are gonna get bat-tastic. No, target that bat. Auto-targeting is not doing me any favors right now. Okay, let's get down. Alright, let me see if I can deal with that, the stream saying the wrong thing on the Twitch side of things real quick while it's loading up. Titles. Yep, it did not accept the title whatsoever. Stupid thing. Alright. I hit updates. It just didn't update. Okay, now Twitch is updated properly. It should be, at least. Or at least, I just basically did the same thing I did last time, where it said it updated, but it should have this time. Or that, or it could just be lying to me twice. Anyways, I've been rather busy just trying to stay alive for the last couple of minutes, so let's check in with how the rest of you are doing in a moment. It's nighttime. I got plenty of twigs. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'll just go back to my blue mushroom cave. I got distracted by the deer clops because I had to kill the deer clops. The deer clops has to die, but I'm gonna go back to my blue mushroom forest. Yes. Oh, that's right. You can get stuck on the wrong side of this sometimes. So you have to just go back down. Oh, this is how I trap in the bats. Even though the bats don't always get trapped by that. That's annoying. Okay. I've been doing lots of that Gearhead game. I've been playing the Gearhead. There were some really interesting games that I saw recently, whose names I can't remember now, that I want to play for the stream. Or I'll just have to destroy one of these. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Paywall. We'll just have to break one of those down. This is too annoying to keep popping up and going back down. Alright, and I'll plant my way back to Sandy. I am looking forward to playing more Tangle Deep. Because Tangle Deep really did impress me. I definitely like its style. Alright, we're going to want to fix our precipitator. So we'll need a trap. We'll need to get the rabbit in the trap. Come on, buddy. Nope, not that way. Alright, fine. We'll get him in the trap later. Getting cold again. Warm myself up slightly. Ignore the nightmares. Alright. I'll deal with my nightmares in a second. I know it's tempting to attack them. There we go. Oh yeah, we do have another convenient fire over here I could use. It's hard to see the road along this way. War Mod is a free multiplayer game. Like CSGO or COD. Okay. I remember there was one I used to play called Warface. I didn't like Warface for its PvP, but it had like this player. It had these co-op missions that were kind of fun. But it eventually got kind of old because, like, there wasn't like a huge variety of the co-op missions, but the bosses, on the hardest difficulty, the bosses could get quite entertaining like, you had different classes, like a medic and an engineer and junk. You were popular for ghosts? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. The nightmares do like me. I do tend to be insane. Yes. That is true. Oh, and I should have checked our food levels in the fridge. Well, I think we have some extra food in the other. Oh, now there's a Battle Royale mode. Huh. Well, I am willing to give Battle Royale games a shot, that's for sure. Although Battle Royale, it does tend to be not as much my style simply because... Ooh, mushroom time! Simply because I'm not as much of a PvP person. And, well, with Battle Royale, it tends to be you're the one victor out of 100 persons, so 100 people. So it's like, I don't know, to me, that is a little bit... Ah, good, I'm glad they've grown a lot. Good, I'll have to check that out. But doesn't that mean that, like, 100 people play, but only one person gets to feel the happiness that comes with victory, kind of thing? So that ultimately, if you ever do get a victory, it came at the cost of 100 of 99 other failures. Whereas in a co-op game, everyone wins. Not that, you know, you can't have fun even getting killed in a Battle Royale game. It's just, you know, I'd rather be in a game where all 100 players are working together to fight some sort of even greater evil. Also, the thing with PvP games is that, like, okay, you can get a victory in a Battle Royale game if everyone sucks a lot more easily than, like, let's say you happen to be against 100 really talented players. I mean, wouldn't that Battle Royale victory mean a lot more than a Battle Royale victory versus players that aren't as talented? And, well, that's one of those difficult things with PvP games, is that, like, it's hard to get, like, a consistently... Like, sometimes it can either be too difficult or not difficult enough. And so it's hard to have a game that's, like, just the right level of difficulty for you, the player. Whereas with a co-op game, you can set the AI to the exact level of difficulty that you're ready to handle. Or your group's ready to handle. So, I kind of feel like you tend to get a more optimized experience when playing a cooperative game. However, no AI to date can come close to the inventiveness of a human opponent, so there is something uniquely fun to fighting human opponents. And I'm not going to discount that, because there's... AI opponents are not capable of the sheer deception that human players can initiate and perform and all that stuff, so... Certainly, if you're looking for what may be the ultimate challenge. Of course, AIs can be really difficult in all sorts of unique ways. Besides that, I don't know. Still, so far, I'm not saying I haven't had fun with some of the Battle Royale games I've played so far. It's just, ultimately, it's not my style. Just like certain things is someone's style. So far, it's not feeling exactly like my style. I can definitely see why it is for other people, though. Ah, 1,000 players. That's cool. That is cool. Just having lots of players in the game, though, does make it more fun. I do agree with that. Alright, I went... Oh, right, and I'm getting wet, too. Being wet will make you more insane as well, so I'm having some severe insanity problems. Not to mention that the blue caps are also making me insane, so I might as well just go full insane, and then I'll deal with becoming sane again later. Just so I'm not being rained on, I'm gonna go back to the frickin' surface. The only thing more annoying than winter is winter and rain. So let me get back to the surface, and I'll deal with you in a second. Because what's the point of killing this guy if I'm just going to get wet again? Oh, did the season change? Or no, yeah, it's still winter. Yeah, there's like team-based Battle Royale games, that's true. Yeah, so at least... Well... And, well, it's not like that people can't be happy losing in a Battle Royale game. They just don't get the enjoyment of... They just don't get the fun that comes with a victory. But, I mean, that's... You don't... Like, if you're playing games to win, then it's true, you might have the wrong mentality, so... As long as people are okay with losing. But I do tend to run into a lot of players in those kind of games. Have a good night, Gokon. Yeah, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and thank you for helping me take down that that deer clops. That was very useful. That helped us save the camp. You were useful. You were helpful in a lot of ways. So thank you for joining me, even however briefly. It was good to have you in the game. All right. Yeah, or there's just some games where there's just no winner ever, exactly. So really, if you play games with too much emphasis on winning, maybe you're not, maybe you're not playing games right. So that's fair enough, The enjoyment is not the destination, it is the journey. However, when playing PvP games, you have a tendency to run into a lot of players that do kind of think winning is everything. But as long as you can ignore them, that's the thing. Oh, hey, the rabbit did finally go into this trap. Yay, welcome back, buddy. Alright, to make a prestidigitator, though, I need more than one rabbit, right? Oh no, I've already invented the shadow manipulator, so I don't need you. I don't need you, rabbit. I've already invented that. Okay, cool. With this life. Then I'll just put you in the fridge. Nope. Okay, you can't put a rabbit in the fridge. When will I reset the world? That's a good question. Yes, or Slay the Spire. I do need to play Slay the Spire again. I've heard it's made a lot of enhancements. I'm not particularly good at card games, but that same friend of mine who I debated with, the friend of mine who I debated whether or not video games are arts, that exact same friend is very, very good at card games. Very, very good at, like, trading card games like Magic and things like that. And he gave me some very helpful advice on beating the game. In particular, that you should basically remove cards from your deck and Slay the Spire at every opportunity. Do I like sports games? Yeah, I like sports games. The good ones, anyways. There's been a lot of sports games, some that are not so good. But God, I've spent hours and hours and hours playing. Man, Nintendo Ice Hockey? Man, the Ice Hockey game for Nintendo. That game I played so much. Because the Ice Hockey game for the original NES... Ooh, mushroom time. Sweet, sweet mushroom time. There needs to be a video game about ceramics? What do you mean? The making of ceramics? But like, there's a few sports games that I love, but they just have to be well made. Like, I remember there was like one football game for Nintendo. I remember 10-Yard Fight was okay, but there was this other Nintendo game that was a football, that is American football kind of game. American football where you use your hands the whole time. That football. Which I guess maybe should be called Handball? I don't know. Or is that something else? But Handball's a different game. Anyways, yeah, there's some sports games that are just absolutely wonderful. And Crush Deluxe, in a sense, was a sports game as well. It was a sports game based on an alien sport in space with alien races. but still a sports game. You know, just as all about a sport that we don't play. But yeah, as long as the sports game is well made, I love it. Yeah. Oh, that ice hockey game? That ice hockey game was great. It was like, it was so simple, but it was fun. Like, you could choose, or Mutant League Football, yeah. Yeah, you got it. What about horror games? I've had a good horror game every once in a while. We've done a few of those. If you look back in the channel's history. You know, the SCPs. Or the SCP we've done. And, man, there was this horror game that's, like, whenever I talked, it would use the microphone. So whenever I talked, the monsters would come and get me. That was like an indie game, but that game based on sound was so cool. Did I play Outlast? No, I did not. I still have not played or seen the original Outlast. Although, I did watch Jacksepticeye play Outlast 2, so... I'm gonna have to recuse myself from playing Outlast 2 because I game in and watched another YouTuber play that one. But anyways, sneakers. The law of packages says I have to use this now. Resident Evil? Oh yes, Resident Evil. I have the original Resident Evil on PlayStation and Resident Evil 2. I played those a lot. A whole lot. Yeah. But anyways, oh, I was talking a bit about that ice hockey game. I want to finish that subject up. Just, Nintendo's ice hockey. It was a game where you could get into, like physical fights. Like, the fighting was just, like, whoever tapped the most won the fights. But it was, like, something about, like, getting into fights in the game. And, like, just the way, like, the fat guy was or the skinny guy was faster. You could be, like, a skinny guy, a fat guy, or a medium weight guy. Like, the fat guy would always win whenever you got into a fight with the skinny guy. But he was slow. The skinny guy could move real fast, but, you know, it was the opposite. He'd lose all the fights. And then the medium guy, obviously, was just a happy medium between those two and could potentially win a fight with a fat guy if he was lucky. Or if you were really good at tapping like my brother. Screw you. Every time I got into a fight with my brother, he would win because he could tap faster, and that's all that mattered. And the ref would just, like, put one of you guys in the penalty box. And, of course, it's like, hey, ref, shouldn't you put the guy who won the fight in the penalty box? No, you lost the fights. You have to go in the penalty box. What are you in the penalty box for? I lost a fight. I couldn't tap as fast. So every time I got into a fight with my brother, I would get put in the penalty box. Kind of reminds me of my parents' way of parenting us too. It's like, hey, you kids, stop fighting. I'm gonna have to punish one of you guys. I don't care who it is. I guess I'm gonna punish you, the youngest brother, because I expect the older brother to be doing... I expect the younger brother to have started the fight. Oh. As long as the fight's over, I don't care. I don't care who started it. I don't care who started the fight. Your brother wins. Your brother always wins. He's older. Oh. But yeah. I'd love to play that game again. That would be great. That'd be a great thing to play again. But I could still beat my brother in the game. I just have to be very good at, like... just, like, using the skinny guy to, like, make these trick shots and quick movements and stuff. But I couldn't get into fights with my brother or he'd win. He'd always win. Just because I've told this story before, but my brother is insane at tapping. Like... if I ever played track and field or any other game where there was, like, tapping involved, he'd just win. He'd just, like... unexpected as it's usually the older brother who takes the heat. That's true. But but I was always, like, really overactive, and my brother was always, like, nice and calm. And so it was me always, like, acting out and doing things that, like, I didn't start every fight between me and my brother, but... I was usually the troublemaker. I was the troublemaker, so when there was trouble, my parents would look to me. That's just how it was, you know? I was an overactive, wild child, and, you know, a lot of the times it was my fault. But not always. I mean, come on, not always. Not always. Just most of the time. Wait, what about touching a button? Oh, or there was a game. There's a game about pressing the button, or something like that. I feel it a little bit. A little bit of my chat's cut off. There we go. Oh, I got my chat parser like sticking out of the screen. That's weird. Okay, get that back on screen. I want to be able to see the whole chat, not like the upper part of it. There we go. Oh, the story about tapping buttons. Ah, right. Right, yes. I mean, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I tried. The reason I'm really good at tapping is because I wanted to beat my brother. I could never beat my brother, no matter how much I trained. But yeah, that's right. There was a story about the horror film. I talked about the horror film. Or, like, there's a guy with a button that, like, causes bad things to happen. It's like... And, like, I'll give you so much money if you press this button. Okay. And then, like, they press the button and, like, something horrible happens in the world. It's like, ooh, boy! It's like, if some guy in a dark trench coat showed me a button, it's like, I'll let you press this button. If you press this button, like, he'd be still explaining it, and I'd be, like, pushing the button like mad. He's like, he'd have to, like, take it away. Like, no, wait. I have to explain what the button does first. Now, you have to have the moral impact of what the button does before I can let you touch it. It's the concept of the button killing people and stuff doesn't have a moral impact if you just press it. All right. Ah, yes. Exactly. Like, yeah. Well, I do like pressing buttons. I do. I remember, like, when I was young, like, my parents would have to get after me, like, if I ever got in an elevator, I'd be the person, it's like, we get in the elevator, it's like, would you like to push the button, Tiegon? And I'd push all of the buttons, and my parents would just be so mad at me. It's like, Tiegon, you know that's not what we meant. And it's like, yeah, but I just wanted to push more buttons. It's like, and then, you know, like, everyone would be mad at me for quite some time. Oh, it's like, well, I mean, you know, why just push one when you can push more? It's like, I mean, I kind of knew what pushing all the buttons would do, but, like, you know, if pushing one button is a privilege, yeah. Oh, it'd get awkward. That'd get awkward real fast, because it's like we'd have to go to every floor. It's like, Tiegon, you know, why did you do this? It's like, well, we'd have to sit there and deal with what I did wrong for quite a while. Oh, and then there'd just be an awkward moment with every person that got on the elevator. Remember, I was pretty young. I was like, I don't know, like 8 or something, but still. This is the kind of kid I was. Oh, it's terrible. You can push one of the buttons. Oh, we said one. We said one, Tiegon. Oh. Yeah. So you can see why my parents, when anything wrong happens, they were quick to potentially blame me. Well, yeah, I mean, it was like a hotel elevator. We were in a hotel. We were staying. It was like on vacation. But yeah, it was like, well, like, it was just me and my parents and my direct family in the elevator at the time. But then the elevator would go up, and, like, you know, more people would get aboard the elevator. And those people would get aboard the elevator at the next stop, and they'd come in, and then they'd look at the panel, and they'd see all the buttons pressed. And then they'd kind of look at us. And then my parents would look at me, and be like, you know you caused this, right? You caused this you caused us to be in this awkward social situation. Look at what you've done. And I'd be like, sorry. And it'd be just like, you know, it wouldn't really be done much with, people wouldn't say much, but just be like this whole thing with looks. Look at them, and they'd look at me, and I'd look embarrassed. But not as much as maybe I should be. Yep. You know, so I wasn't always like a calm, sweet childhood memories out. I wasn't always the calm, docile individual that you guys know today. Like, between me and my brother, I was the wild one. And, you know, I only became, like, stoic and silent when I realized that, you know, me acting the way I did was causing, like, a lot of problems, and then my parents got divorced, and yada, yada, yada. Basically, like, I ended up being, like, a very, very quiet and, you know, like a silent, stoic kind of individual in school. But then as soon as I got outside of school, I kind of returned to my normal self, but, like... I very much was encouraged to cool it, basically. And, like, that any... Like, it's best not to do... I kind of adopted the mentality that, like, if I don't do anything, that's good. A good kid is a kid who doesn't do unnecessary things. And then I stopped expressing myself, too, and... You know, it's like I started to see expressing myself as being unnecessary, because whenever you express yourself, other kids or other people can give you a hard time, and... Like, I took the whole thing of being good, like, way too far. It's like, it's to the point where it's not good. Just to be silent and stuff, you know. And so then, like, I've had to spend the next part of my life undoing the things I learned in order to be a good kid, you know? Like, I express myself too much, and then I learned not to express myself, and then I learned to express myself again, because I thought that was, like, the simple answer to being a good person, was to shut the hell up. Shut the hell up and, you know, just don't cause problems for everyone with your nonsense. But that's just not the case either. It's just... Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, good times, though. Yeah, sweet childhood memories. Life is good in the mushroom forest. I got plenty of food. I'm ready to take something out, or kill some spiders. Got a lot of shroomage. Alright. I need some more backup sanity. Yeah, my sanity's getting low. Let's chop some trees and increase my sanity. I don't have a good sanity reserve. I'll leave these extras right here. I could get some more road building terrain, too. I want to build lots of roads. Alright. Yeah, exactly. When discipline is promoted and creativity is disregarded in the education field. Yeah, that's basically how it wins, yeah. It's like, yeah, being disciplined did make me a less creative person, because it... That's true, the tent can be used for sanity if you need it. But sleep is for the weak. And, well, I am a little bit unhealthy. Still, sleep is for the weak. I'm just gonna tough it out and plant lots of trees. Sleep is for people who aren't woodies. I can plant my way to sanity. It might be nice to have some warmer clothing, too, just in case. Like a rabbit hat or a buffalo headdress. Hello, Mr. Mole. Right, I should hammer you. Next time I'll hammer him so I can make another mole moggles. Oh yeah, and I should have used those glowberries to power my moggles, right. And, I could use... Are we out of chests? I could use another chest down here. Right. But yeah, Gokhan was asking when we'll make a new server. Or if we'll restart things. We could potentially reset things. I could see that, because things have gotten quite messy. I just like my roads and the way I built my world, but I can remake my world. And it is hard for you guys to join during the winter, so... You know, I could understand doing that. I mean, I'm trying to make things as... I'm trying to make this world as hospitable as possible. And, like... Basically, the number of dogs that attack you is based on the number of days you survive, so... Like, there is kind of like a personal difficulty as well as, like, a world difficulty. But... Yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys a bit more. Ah, yes. That's true. That's a good point. It's just the way we define traditional discipline that is the issue that kills creativity. Well, point well taken. Because yeah, you can still have rules and discipline and that kind of stuff, while encouraging kids to express themselves and everything. Just, you know, as long as people express themselves at the appropriate times. And I'm a beaver. Didn't notice my meter was going down that fast.
But the mushrooms are out.
I should have ate my twigs. Well, this will be a nice way to get my sanity back. You know when the werebeaver's out because you can hear a distant banjo. Some say they can hear him even now. A banjo. A solitary banjo plays in the distance. Where did I put my lamp? I'll just make a new lamp. Alright, we got nightmares, that's fine. I've got nightmares, everyone has nightmares. That happens. I don't have the... Oh, there's my lantern. I don't have lantern technology right now. Well, good. I can go and invent the lantern to get a sanity bonus. Lantern. Good. I can turn this one off. Put this new one on. Alright, then I'll plant my way back to sanity. Yeah, exactly. It just makes it difficult for one to realize that they're... Like... Well, yeah, just it's difficult for people to learn how to express themselves after being in school for so long, where just the teacher's doing all the talking and you're just supposed to sit in one place all the time and all that junk. But you can still help kids understand themselves while continuing to teach. Like having the kids participate in the discussions and stuff. Or, I don't know, there are ways. But yeah, just having to sit in a desk all day and be forced to listen to all these facts and have to do a bunch of rote memorization without learning the value of the facts you're being taught. Not understanding how to apply them anywhere else but at tests. That is kind of a shame. Ah. You're a private art teacher whose main job was a military officer. I see. Yeah, I can understand how that would be a little bit difficult. Or I could see how he could be a bit strict. We'll just put it that way. Or not good for creativity and when in some particular ways. I'm hearing worms. I gotta get ready for this fight. Let's light up the fire. Rather than sit here feeling threatened, though, I should continue chopping. Oh, hey, little buddy. Hey, we got 2 little friends. Cool, perfect. Perfect, you guys are just in time for the fun. Come to life, my tree friends. Alright, so here come the worms. Right. I want the worms to interact with the trees. Which means I need the trees or the worms to change aggro. I'll be able to make more shadow swords out of that. I do have shadow sword technology. Oh, the worms are attacking the trees. Okay. That works. Now all I need to do is get the worms to successfully hit the trees, and we got a worm tree fight. Yay! Congratulations. You've got worms and trees fighting. I'm not even going to chop this guy down. I'm just going to let him hang out. Ah. Chester... I last saw Chester in our camp. But Chester doesn't come underground. We got to find the underground version of Chester, which was Hutch. Down here, we got to find Hutch. And considering I spend most of my time underground, it would be very useful for me to have Hutch. So should I go find Hutch? I probably should go find Hutch. Let's go find Hutch. Like, I could look for Chester, but I would just end up leaving him. I'm pretty sure Chester's just sitting in camp on the surface. In our main camp. Hey, good to see you, Matthew Volker. Yep. Well, that's wilderness mode for you. Whenever you die, you can come back to life. And I have died semi-recently. That's why. I've survived 23 days. It's day 238 in the server. Before that, I did have, like, a lot... I had survived quite a long time before I died at that point, but I tried to help. That's right, I tried to steal some food from the Bearger and didn't realize that the Bearger can actually kill you in one hit if you don't have armor. Now I know. My previous incarnation learned that the Bearger can kill you in one hit if you don't have armor on. So, I'll make sure not to make that mistake again. Might as well get some rocky terrain while I'm here. Grab this gemstone. But hopefully I live a good long life. And of course, anyone's welcome to join me. As usual. The server is Dracula. The password is a capital D. And if you really like, we could restart. Do you intend to make an ancient fuel weaver sometime? I have no idea what that is. I've never made one before, so I would say no, because I don't even know. I've never got to that point in this game. There's some of the higher end stuff. Some of the higher end stuff I have never got to just because we keep making new servers. Like, so I've really never got to the really high end of the game. Ah, it's a boss. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll definitely try fighting the bosses. Whatever they may be. Oh, okay, don't have meat on me. Still, you rabbits freak me the hell out. So don't mess with me, rabbit. Gotcha. So that's probably the one that, like, I got the... I'm not sure. But I remember there was one boss that you basically have to assemble, right? You have to get, like, the bones. I was finding bones and assembling them into a thing. Like, is that your ancient fuel weaver? I guess I'll set down this sword for now. Inventory space issues. Oh, you're eating the carrots now that I picked them? Ah, you can recruit them. Yeah, you You can recruit rabbits if you give them a carrot. Even if it's the carrots that they just... Here, I picked this from your fields. Now I'm gonna give this to you so you'll be my friends. Yeah, you can recruit rabbits. I forgot about that. Gotcha. The thoughts on the aggro mechanic change from Don't Starve alone to Don't Starve together? Again, not much, because I didn't notice. How is the aggro mechanic different from this game to the other one? I have played some Don't Starve, some of the original Don't Starve, it's just I played it in Shipwrecked. I didn't notice. I'm gonna go with I didn't notice, yeah. Just because I didn't. Or I guess my position would be unnoticeable in my instance. Because I failed to notice. We have a nice red mushroom for us here. I guess I might as well grab one. Probably should have brought more food. Or probably should have warmed up a bit more at that last fire. Where to put that fire? Just like down there? Yeah, right down there. Okay, didn't warm up enough. Or, oh no, my thermal stone broke. Oh, my thermal stone broke. It was low. My thermal stone broke. Okay. And this new instance of myself does not have... I should have taped up my thermal stone when I had the chance. Or did I trade thermal stones at one point? I thought I had... no, I must have... Yeah, I must have forgot. Whoops! Alright, well that's gonna cut my adventure short. Alright, I'll go back and make a new thermal stone. Because that's important in winter if you don't have any winter clothing. Ah, the highest rated mod for this game is no thermal stone durability. I can understand. I can definitely understand. Anyways, you were saying, don't starve alone. With followers, you just click attack and they aggro. You don't have to have the enemy hate you. You just have to attempt to attack first. Gotcha. So yeah, I think, obviously, aggroing is a bit more fair. Well, then again, I mean, I guess in a way it's more realistic for an enemy to get angry at you as soon as you start to attack them. That is, if the... Really, I guess it should depend on if the enemy is aware enough of your intentions. Because really, it's, like, you can sneak attack people. You know, if you're sneaking up on someone, then obviously they shouldn't aggro as soon as you start to swing at them. But, on the other hand, if they see it coming, then they bloody well should do something about it, right? Yeah, so... I mean, it certainly seems like the enemies... That makes the enemies in the original Don't Starve smarter? Oh yes, do my bidding! Do my bidding, bunny man. Attack the tree. It's nice to have tons of blue mushrooms. I mean, sure, I'm insane now. But I'm insanely healthy. So I am. Okay. Good. Alright, we had another thermal stone sitting around, I think. But it's better for me just to make a new one so I get my sanity bonus run. Okay, ding. Okay, I need, I forgot I need some flints. I set down all my flints. There's my flints. Make a pickaxe. Then take it and make a thermal stone. There we are. Thermal stone. Much better. Keep that sucker in slot 1. And we're good. Yes. Yet another proof that insanity is good for you. Yes, indeed. It is good in a lot of ways. Let's not worry too much about being sane. Plus, you get to enjoy this wondrous whispering. If you're insane. Okay, so my rabbit friend must have died, considering there's a carrot sitting here. Oh, I left my lantern on the floor. Alright, whoops. Yeah, come with me, come with me. Giant tree, buddy. I don't want to leave this rocky terrain on the floor, it'll get eaten by moles, and that's annoying. There we are. Make sure to eat your twigs. One of the more annoying parts of being a woody. There we are. Let's pick another crop of mushrooms. Because winter's a wonderful time for mushrooms. As long as I got plenty of blue mushrooms, I've got nothing to fear. Other than fear itself. And insanity. Take a lot of damage. I probably should make new wooden armor too. Do that as soon as the harvest is over. Then again, it's winter. I've got a lot of time. Yeah, in winter you have a lot of time to pick the shrooms, so what the heck? I'll make a new log suit right now. Leave behind my old one. There it goes. Oh boy, we're having ourselves a cave-in. Yay. Who doesn't love that? Alright, evasion mode on. There's a gem. Ow. Probably want to put away these gems too. Ow. Just a little bit of head trauma, I'll just rub a shroom on it, everything will be fine. There we go. A little bit of shroom will take care of that. No big deal. Alright, I need to catch up with the chat. It's just things have been going crazy, so I haven't been able to. Here, let's fight. I don't need... I'm completely insane right now, so I don't need to worry about temperature or anything right now. I can just fight you, and then now... Although probably I should have waited a little bit before I consumed this, because I gained a bit of sanity from killing you, and then I just lost it again by doing that, but... Well, okay, so much for min-maxing things. Feed yourself another shroom. And now... Alright, fine, I'll kill you. And now I'll get myself sane after killing this one terror beak. You. For more nightmare fuel. Good. And then we'll make more swords out of that. And soon, you will become some nightmare swords. Yeah, you just sit right there, buddy. There's the dead worms. Perfect. Dead worms. So now I can use my moggles if I want. Moggles! Whee! Moggles are incredible. Okay, I've had fun with that. Take out the moggles for now. Alright, now I can actually relax for a little bit. A Don't Starve Battle Royale would be interesting. Ah, yeah, Wendy is a good character for keeping everyone fed. That's true. But nerfed hard in DST with the aggro mechanic, yeah. Because it's harder to get her to do what you want. That makes sense. Well, I should place balloons around around cave entries to take out bats. That's an interesting idea. Wigfrid makes everyone armor. The fighters are Wigfrid and Wolfgang. Yep, definitely. Wilson should set up some of our magic stuff early using beard hair. Yeah, that's nice thing too. Those effigies, the meat effigies are incredible with him and his beard hair. Of course, you can always get beardlings to do that too, if you go insane. And welcome back, Extreme Enigma. Yes. Well, yeah, getting hurt is pretty much inevitable in this game. That's for sure. So this was a tree monster. You guys are not tree monsters. Oh, but you get angry when I chop any trees. Okay, so I've re-aggroed you. I thought we were cool, man. Sorry, I thought you just were tired of chasing me around. Ha, you got stuck on rocks. Alright, he's already forgiven me. Very forgiving, those trees. Alright, I'll take my crappiest stack of mushrooms. Okay, I got a lot of mushrooms in this fridge now. Start making more meatballs, eat some meatballs. Yeah, and let's get out there. Alright, now I can go exploring. And it should be okay, right? Put away these gems. Put away these unneeded stones. Take some travel food. Put away the rest of these carrots. Make one last batch of meatballs. Alright. And have I made healing salve yet? Yep, okay, good. Okay, so then when I'm out... Oh, I forgot to put these away. When I'm out and about, I can make some more salve if I kill more spiders. Oh, that's a shame. You can't play Don't Starve right now? Well, yeah, once again, if any of you guys want to join me, it's the Dracula server and the password's a capital D. But it's okay if you don't. You know, I'm okay with playing. Essentially, what I'm doing right now is Don't Starve. Just plain old Don't Starve. It's more like Don't Starve alone. I mean, we had someone in here earlier, but... It's okay, though, if none of you guys are able to join for various reasons. Because sometimes we get a lot of people and sometimes we don't. However, if the reason you guys are not joining is because it's intimidating to join a server that's in the middle of winter on day 240, even though we do have a nice camp and some extra thermal stones if you can make it to camp, and death, since Wilderness doesn't have, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, so there isn't really too much of a penalty for losing. I could always restart the server. I could do a regenerate world and start things up from the beginning. If the majority of you feel that way, I would be glad to do so. I like the idea of having a world that just keeps living beyond when people are dead, because you can still find your old stuff, you know? Or I could start, like, another instance. We have multiple instances, because I still have, like, another... Like, I still have, like, the non-wilderness version of the server as well. Like, we used to run a survival mode. Ah, yeah, is winter long? You know, I used to have a mod that told me how long winter was. In fact, I forgot... Is there a command to jump to spring? There might be. I don't know my admin commands. My admin commands, as far as I know, are regenerate world, do a dice roll, I can roll back, and I can kick people and ban people and whatnot, but I don't know the spring one. What I would like to have my mods back. Here, I'm going to disconnect from my server temporarily. It'll temporarily pause the game. But yeah, if I get my mods back, I'll just re-enable those real quick. I can see that kind of nonsense. Let me see that real quick. Mods. Alright, combined status. Some of these, I need to clean up. Like, some of these mods I don't use anymore. I can just, like, I need to delete. But I like this, the fixed wormhole icons, this one, and the mini-map. I don't think I use that one. So yeah, these, you can now you can see the mods I use. By the way, I use combined status, mini-map, smart crockpot, and wormhole icons. I tried these two, but I don't really see the point of them. I don't know. Anyways, apply. There we go. And now I'll be able to see how many days it is till spring. I understand. I've got mods. Alright, let's get back in here. So once again, to join me, the server is Dracula. The password is a capital D. That's all you need to know to join me. So many mods. Yeah. Well, there is a ton of mods online. That's for sure. But yes. There's... But I don't really use a ton of mods, so I'm not like you with RimWorld. Let's just put it that way. Ah. You like global positioning. Which, basically... Yeah, was that the one... I remember there was one that tells all the players where the other players are. It's just, I remember that one went out of dates. But, did they update that one? Or is that what you mean? Saves all of the where you are spamming. Yes, well, I wouldn't say you're addicted, but you do have a lot. Or at least you have a lot in RimWorld. In RimWorld, you're the mod master of RimWorld. I don't know about other ones, but you're definitely... Now, I never actually used Slurtle Slime, but I heard it can be lit like gunpowder. Somebody told me. How's that work? Like that you can use it as an offensive method, right? Yeah, it pops. Okay, yeah, you can use it like gunpowder. So if I collected a bunch of Slurtle Slime and put it near a monster, I could do some damage. You just have to time it right. Okay. Yeah, I never actually used Slurtle Slime, but I was carrying it around. Ah, Mountain Blade started your addiction. Ah, fair enough. I remember the game I got the most mods for, more than any other game, was the original Unreal Tournaments. Or no, the original is Unreal, right. Unreal Tournaments. Well, there was several versions of Unreal Tournaments too, so I guess you can call it the original Unreal Tournament. But the original is Unreal, of course. But, Unreal Tournaments. Unreal Tournaments, that first-person shooter, I decided to get tons of mods for that game. Like Half-Life 1. Also, I did a lot of mods for Half-Life 1, of course. That's like a classic one for a lot of people. One of the earlier games that were modded. But I did a lot more mods in that. The strat is to get enough slime to one-shot bosses, yeah. I gotta be careful when I'm carrying around Slurtle Slime, but... Yeah. Yeah, there was a huge modding community for both of those games. The original Half-Life and Unreal Tournaments. But yeah, some of my favorite mods, going back to Unreal Tournaments, some of my favorite mods... What the heck? Oh, a Spelunky mod. Whoa! Oh no, the Spelunkies are all angry at me! I didn't do that to you! I didn't do that to you! The thing did! They're all angry at me! Holy mackerel, that's a lot of Spelunkies. And they are like shadow beasts right now. Is that because I'm kind of insane? Oh, goodness gracious! Goodness gracious! They've got 2 sets of teeth, too. If I get stuck, I'm just gonna get, like... I'm just gonna get bitten to pieces. Like, they're just gonna bite me till I die. I don't cause earthquakes, come on! I'm not... Yeah. Oh, okay, it's because I'm insane. Yeah, it's because I'm insane. I need to plant some trees. Okay, that's just how Spelunkies work. They're just mean if you're insane. They don't care about... I thought they were blaming me for the avalanche. No, there's me. Okay, I need to plant some trees. Have you guys seen any trees around here? Yeah, that is. There's a lot of trees. Or there's a lot of monkeys. I mean, not trees. I'm gonna need a lot of trees. Obviously, I am insane. Everything's trees. That's a lot of monkeys. That's a lot of terrifying monkeys. If I can get them stuck on things, then we'll make some distance. Or yeah, fight with the spiders. Nope, they're just gonna keep chasing me forever. Oh, they stopped chasing me. Why? Why'd you stop chasing me? Oh, because I'm sane? No? They all went back to normal. A little bit confused by that one. But I'm alive, so we're okay. That's the main thing. Might need another fire soon. Oh yeah, that's right. I can make a Victorian hearth. I've been forgetting to do that. You can win any argument by saying, "Shut up, nerd." Kind of. You could at least have something to say. That's like... Well, another argument that seems to be one that works in many situations. When... A good counterpoint to a lot of arguments I find is, so what? Like, you know... Well, you know, like, well, yeah, somebody calls you a nerd. Yeah, so what? So I'm a nerd. I don't care, you know? Like, it basically says, like, rather than having to come up with a counterpoint, you just accept it. It's like, sometimes... Like, that's the quickest way to shut someone down. So what if I am a nerd? Maybe I like being a nerd. Yes, shut up, nerd. That's like, but that's like the what was it? PewDiePie talked about your mom gay. Then the ultimate counterattack to that is no you. Shut up, nerd. So what? So what if I'm a nerd? or no you. That's right. If somebody says shut up, no you, I guess. If somebody calls you a nerd, it's like, so what if I am? It's only an insult if you don't like being a nerd, basically. But that reminds me of a, what was it? There was a skit. There was a skit of, it was actually pretty funny. It was stupid at first, but then it became pretty funny. The Upright Citizens Brigade had this kid who was, he was like a special kid, like it was played by an adult, of course, but the premise of the joke was there was this kid who the only thing he could say is shut up. He'd be like, shut up, shut up, shut up. And he would say it to people, and it's like, he has just a special, he has this very special condition. Shut up, shut up. And he would say that to people, hey, shut up. He would walk up to his mommy, shut up, shut up. And it was, oh, he just wants my attention. But then, like, people would get pissed off and be like, "Urgh!" When he started telling him to shut up. He was like, no, I gotta be calm. That was like the joke, is that like people, while people knew that he only could say shut up, they would still get like really pissed at him sometimes. He'd be like, they'd be like freaked out, like, why are you getting angry at me? I'm just trying to communicate with you. But he'd just say shut up all the time. Shut up. He's a very special kid. He has a very special disorder. Like, that's right, even the doctor who was, like, documenting the disorder. He has a very special disorder, and we should investigate him very thoroughly. Shut up! But he's very special, and we should understand him. We should try to understand him. Shut up. Like, everyone would get pissed off at him. That's the thing. Even though they knew. It was just, I don't know, like... It wasn't the most nuanced skit, but it was kind of funny, just because he kept saying it to people. And then there was Little Donnie. That one was even worse. I'll let you look up Little Donnie on your own. But the Little Donnie Foundation. Oh, but it was funny whenever the Little Donnie Foundation came to... That's right, they kind of gave Al Roker. They gave Al Roker a hard time at one point. They went on the Today Show and stood in the audience. and got him to like advertise the Little Donnie Foundation. We have people here from the Little Donnie Foundation. Oh, and he was made to regret that pretty severely. It's a lot of good Upright Citizens Brigade skits. Alright, let's revisit this fire again. Because I'm freezing. And if I'm gonna be close to this fire, I might as well just light this puppy up rather than go get new stuff. And if I'm gonna be insane, I might as well hack you to pieces while I snack on shroomage. Okay, now I'm completely insane. Now let's kill you, and I'll chop some trees in a moment. What do you mean? I'm not insane. What about me? What about the way I'm acting or wearing makes me look insane? I'm not insane. Oh, and good to see you again, Briac. Yeah, it has been a bit. But welcome back. Ah, you've been away from your Wi-Fi. But, yeah, as long as you're doing good, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm glad everything's going well, because, yeah, I remember you were in a difficult place in your life. Ah, why am I doing the caves during the winter? Right now it's mostly to find Hutch. I just want to find Hutch. But as a Woody, I can live in the caves year-round. The caves, for me, just represent huge mushroom opportunities. But also I want to find Hutch. I'm just exploring, mostly. Right now, it's exploration. But winter does have the longest nighttime, and blue mushrooms stick up during the nighttime. So if you want huge blue mushroom forest harvests, winter is actually really a nice place to be in the caves. For a huge blue mushroom. Because blue mushroom, that's right, nighttime is longer during the winter, and blue mushrooms stay up during the night. And blue mushrooms can heal you when you eat them raw. So if you want to just like abuse the power of the blue shroom, winter in the caves is your place to be. And then as Woody, I can just chop down trees and get my sanity back, so, like, Woody in a blue mushroom forest, he does really well. That's like the place to be for him. I can just live down here. And we do all need mushrooms in life, yes. And who doesn't need more mushrooms in their life? Exactly. Shroom life. We gotta live that shroom life, baby. It's like thug life, only more essential. It's like that's a poster up in Woody's room. Shroom life. It's got like a mushroom with like shades on. Ah, you can also use the shrooms to poop farm if you really wanted to. That's true. You sure could. Alright, by the way, I'm freezing, so stop doing that. Might want to stop it with the freezing. So I could actually sleep in the tent to get my sanity back. Somebody did say I could do that. Or she. It was she Musume, who said I could sleep in the tent. It is looking a bit like a better thing to do at this point. Still. I'm gonna say that sleeping's for chumps. I'm just gonna keep chopping trees for now. Like, Wickerbottom. Wickerbottom will tell you that sleeping's for chumps. Who needs sleep? Not us. Sleep is for the weak. Alright. Excuse me, I want to grab that hammer if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Well, I don't need this puff. Bunny butt puffs. I love all the sounds that the mole worms make. Libby likes the way mole worms look. I just like the noises. Wait, that one killed? What? Hammers are not supposed to kill you guys, are they? Did I put too much force in that swing? Anyways, I find the noises that those guys make is pretty much adorable. Totes adorbs. They don't look adorable, but they sound adorable at least. The game is going a bit slow. Fine, you can have part of the fire. Well, that guy's stuck. Oh, another blue mushroom harvest is up. Hey, good to see you again, the robot. Welcome back to the stream. Alright, so I got tons of mushrooms. Should I still be harvesting mushrooms? Eh, not really. I've got like multiple stacks of the stuff. Probably should be killing spiders. Oh, there's some spiders over there. I can get more like healing glands. That's healing that actually stick around. Yeah, I should kill some of them. Yeah, and a few more chests would be nice to store. That's a good idea. Since I'm chopping down so many trees and inventory space has become an issue and I'm very unorganized. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Set down this torch here. Just need 3 boards. I can make 1 more chest. Oh, I don't actually have the chest invented for this particular character? Well, this is a good reason to do that. Yeah, there's so much stuff on the ground that my game's actually going a bit slow. This guy's like my friend now. I got him corralled. Alright, we got my carpet bag. Put that right here. And I'll slap, what should I slap in here? This extra ash. Excuse me. This Lurtle slime. Just ignoring this guy. I used to be so terrified of these tree guards when I first started playing the game. Now they're just like, eh, well, whatever. You know, he's just part of the environment. Alright, there we go. Now let's try to reclaim our sanity. Yeah, or just in the general area, too, I could put the chests. I also could consider more fireplaces, too. Just for surviving the winter, because it's annoying to have to go back to the fireplace all the time. Speaking of which, warm myself up a bit. Oh, and I should put away this food in my backpack, too. There we go. Rest that stack, and we're good. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to make another, tall birds. First fears were tree guards and tall birds. Tall birds are pretty scary. Yeah. But for my first non-starving deaths. Yeah, I mean, naturally, like, the first thing that tends to kill you is Charlie, for a lot of new players, myself included. But yeah, just the tree guards are just surprising. They're not really that scary. It's just the way they show up and how intimidating they look and everything. And the way they inevitably, slowly kind of chase you down. But yeah, their tree guards are actually not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, it recombined these. Whoops. Alright, put these in there. Hey, Panda Gaming. It has been a while, but good to see you. The MVP has returned. Yes. Always good to see you, Panda Gaming. Alright, how's... Ooh, oh, I've been wearing my moggles. Sorry. Will you juice those up? Let's actually go back to the lantern for now. Ah, spider warriors. Now, those guys are really scary. Those guys are scary even now. Just the way they jump at you. Frickin'... Of course, I used to call them, like, watermelon spiders back then, because they kind of are watermelon striped. But, yeah, the spider warriors, they're properly called they're properly called watermelon spiders. Yes, I almost said that. Their proper name is warrior spiders. They're properly called Wario. This is me, Wario. Hello. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Alright, plants. I'm going insane. That's what's wrong with me. Get your sanity back so we can stop hearing this wonderful craziness. Story time with Panda? Sounds good. And what stories do we have? Oh, twig. Just gather around for a story. For a story for the children. Or gather around for the story, children, yes. Making me think of a bit... Well, no, the panda from South Park was a little bit different. That's right. Just a bit. Alright, we got a second mole. How many moles did I need for mole hats? Yes, I'm freezing. Moggles. Moggly moo. I think just one more. Here, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come on over. I know I'm freezing, but that's irrelevant to me. Alright. It's fun how I can just ignore health. It just... After all that work to get sane, I'm gonna have to go insane again if I want to get healthy. Or I could actually sleep. All my stats are down. I could actually sleep for a change. That'd be wacky. Okay, here's a crazy idea. I'm actually gonna sleep in the tent. Of course, will the tree smack me out of a tent? Oh, come on. Here he comes. No. He's just patiently waiting outside the tent. Monsters will not attack you when you're in the tent. I know that the nightmare creatures won't. Well, I could attack him, but it'd be rude. It'd be rude to wake him. He did murder all my friends and family, but well, I'm not rude. If you were to balance a Don't Starve Royale, how would you go about it? Ah, okay, yep. As soon as I come out of the tent, he whacks me. Well, there goes that portion of my health. At least I got my sanity back. That's a good question, though. How would you balance this game for a Battle Royale? Because, like, obviously certain characters are better for fighting and other characters are better for surviving. So I feel like the survival aspect of it... Like, you know, there'd be, like there'd obviously be some sort of mechanic. Like, what would the equivalent of the outside, out-of-bounds do to you? Like, in some games, when you're out of bound... Ah. Good to see you, Tron. Tron... Or Toan... Tone, no, Tone, Treon, or Tron, or Ton. I don't know how to do this pronunciation marks. Tone, Tron. Yeah, good to see you, Tone Tron. And if I said your name wrong, I apologize. But welcome to the stream. But yeah, the out of bounds would probably do something. Like I imagine it affecting your health and affecting your, like, hunger. Or maybe it's just reduce all your stats, like your hunger, your sanity, or all of it. You know? Certainly it would do one of those things. But it seems like the fighting characters would have advantage over the survival characters, unless the survival characters could, like, dip out of the friendly zone for little bits and things like that. Or be able to, like, deal with... It would be kind of hard to balance the characters, let's put it that way. Or, I could see the boundaries being multiple things, too. That's true. Oh, you don't mean like an official... Ah, you don't mean like an official Battle Royale game. You mean like making a map or a modification. Ah, that'd work too. Yeah, then there'd just be like a boundary. Alright, so I'm going a little insane again, but that's fine. That's all I do. As Woody, that's my thing. Alright. There's that freaky table. And that's right, the Moggles were in the light section. Ah, there's our good old friend Chester in our original camp. There's a lot of nonsense going on in it. Most of the things in the icebox are going bad, so I probably should cook with it. Just to, like, use it. There we are. Just chuck each of these in here. Cook, cook, cook. But that makes sense considering we haven't been here for a while. And, Did either of the science machines survive? No, none of the science machines on the surface survived. Okay. Fair enough. We'll have to go back underground. It's about as cold as it gets. Hey, Ask 800. Why play Woody? 'Cause Woody is my best character. Woody can get his sanity back just by planting pine cones. Which means that if you have Woody with some blue mushrooms, you've got all your problems taken care of. Like, Woody with blue mushrooms is incredible. In-frickin-credible. Like, because the blue mushrooms heal both your health and restore your food. And then, but they lower your sanity. But all I have to do is just plant some pine cones, I get my sanity back. I've got everything taken care of, you know? So, yeah, like, as long as you got blue mushrooms with Woody, basically, Woody is my best character, is why. It makes sense if I was better with other characters, but that's just what I'm good at. Yeah, maybe you should join during the spring. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Anyways, like, for example, I can cut down these trees. Like, I have a little bit of sandy down, but I can just cut down these trees, plant these, and then boom. What, 5 sanity per tree? We got a ton of these twiggy trees along the path. I'm gonna get tons of twigs. I'll be able to eat the twigs to get my my wood meter back. Also, having a free axe for life isn't bad. I mean, I know there's characters better than Woody, but it's just Woody's the guy I'm the best with, for whatever reason. Plus, he's got a beard, just like me, and he refuses to shave it, just like me, or at least for the time being. And that the beard. Probably the beard reason is the strongest one of all. Yes, there we go. Yeah, there you go. But good question, Ask 800. Also, as Woody, I would recommend generally having a few extra cones. I like to have a supply of cones on my inventory at all times, so that if I do go insane, I can start planting trees and I'm fine. So having that extra supply is good. And we'll do this. Yes, praised be the beard. Praise indeed. These twiggy trees are amazing for Woody, because they take less time to chop down, and you get 2 seeds, just like any of the others. You get lots of sticks. So praised be the twiggy tree. I'll ignore you guys. Go away, birds. And go away, bats. Leathery. Go away, leathery birds. Those birds are leathery and have fangs. Oh. Well, I did notice that, like, if I slap myself on the face, certainly it doesn't hurt as bad unless I slap this territory up here. But this territory, you don't get a good sound and it doesn't hurt. Like, so certainly the beard protects you against slapping damage. There is a bit of protection there, you know? So I could see that as like a little bit of extra head protection. Sure, why not? Yeah, of course. It totally should give you more defense. Totally should. Why the hell wouldn't it? It's all these other games are dumb because they don't let you get extra face defense for that. Okay, I need 2 doodads. I got 1 too many moles, but I need a doodad. Okay. I forgot. So I need to take some gold. Now I need to invent the doodad, which is the science, which takes cut stone, which I do not have enough of, because I put that away. Stone. There's my stone. Stone. Reinvent that, get my sanity back. Reinvent the doodad, get that back. Now I need 2 doodads, so I'll need 2 cut stone. Good. Done. Or it is 2 doodads, right? Yep, and then, glowberry, that's right. You need 1 extra glowberry, and I did store 1. Okay, cool. And the stored glowberry, so that we have an extra set of moggles. Now, anyone else who wants a set of moggles can have them. I will leave them right here. Nice. Alright, and I'll eat this 1 stick. And, I guess I'll kill this woolworm. Poor guy. Yes, natural Gavinson as well. Do you like Wigfrid or Wolfgang? Yeah, definitely. Like, Wigfrid is great just because she can... That was the Valkyrie. Yeah, Wigfrid's great because, well, she can make the helmets and all that other stuff, and getting healed when fighting things is amazing. Like, I feel like Wigfrid is... If you want to... I highly recommend Wigfrid to new players if you want to learn the basics of combats. Because you'll learn how to fight a lot of enemies using Wigfrid, because Wigfrid can just basically fight continually. However, if you want to... Whoops, I didn't cook right. If you want to master combats, on the other hand, once you've mastered combats, the expert player, I feel, should choose Wolfgang. Because Wolfgang... well, the real difficulty with Wolfgang... Days till spring? 2 days left, but sadly it's time for me to wrap up the stream, so we'll be doing this again tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. But sadly it is time for me to wrap things up. Well, I lived though. At least I lived. We're doing good. But yeah, it's that time again. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to log off. But I can give you some more time with the comments at the very least. So, we'll be running the server again tomorrow from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 p.m. Yeah, 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, those 2 hours. So we'll do this again tomorrow, same time tomorrow. So just come back tomorrow. Once again, 7 p.m. EST to 9 p.m. EST. And, yeah, to finish up that answer, the real tricky thing with Wolfgang, the strongman, is that when he transforms, he has to stop for a little bit. And so, like, whenever I tried to use Wolfgang in combat, I'd be fighting, I'd be kicking ass, and then I'd transform to a weaker form. Or even transform into a stronger form, where usually I have more control of that. Yeah, I would downgrade, and then I would get the crap kicked out of me. Because you get stunned for a little bit. So the real trick with the strongman is knowing exactly the points in his hunger meter when he undergoes that transformations. And then having enough food. So, like, you have to be a talented... With Wolfgang, you have to be a talented enough player to stockpile food and then keep your eye on the hunger meter. If you can do those 2 things, you'll kick a lot of ass. Because you're just faster and stronger. And being faster is a huge advantage in combats. Like, speed is probably one of the most important factors in combat. Unless you're going with the complete tanking method. Which tanking, I would only use in certain circumstances. But generally, kiting and using speed is the most important factor in combat. So, yeah, definitely Wolfgang all the way for fighting. And I do really like Wolfgang. It's just, I've had to learn. Wolfgang is harder to use than Wigfrid. Like, Wigfrid's just, like, easy to walk around and just like slash things. The only difficult thing about Wigfrid is that you can't eat anything but meats, so you gotta get yourself a cooking pot. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say on that subject. Thank you guys very much for watching. So shoutouts to Toan Tran. Probably saying your name wrong still, but I'm giving it my best shot. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ask 800, Extreme Enigma, Aaron Kessinger, Shi Musume, Matthew Volker, and let's see, was there any Panda Gaming? Just checking out for interesting comments. Briak, the robot on Twitch. And going back further, that's as far back as my other chat can go. Let's see, let me get my YouTube chat up. Alright, Octo Edits, and Vincent Adolacqua, and Carrigan the Roblox Girl, and P-Ware, and... Wait, did I say Maxwell all the way? Maxwell all the way? No, I didn't. Maya Winkler, Libby the White Queen, Gamerland, Luca, who I missed earlier. I apologize, but I'll give you a shout out at the end at least. And Gokhan Kukozen, who joined me in the stream, which was really cool. Oh, and Villigus. Merlini Villigus. And Fishmaster YT. Okay. Good. Alright, I apologize if I missed anyone. Oh, it's right? Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Alright, I got there eventually. With your pronunciation. Tran. Yes. Got there eventually. So, yeah, thank you very much. And I'll see you guys next time. We'll be playing, in an hour, I'll be playing the game Vagante with Amadeus 484. So thanks again. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Watch out for nightmares. Eat well. And, plant a few trees. Be nice to trees. Trees are the bee's knees. I don't know. Goodbye.